Not here. Go away. What do you mean whole arena? Did you get lost somewhere? What do you mean whole arena? Reina equals queen? Is Reina a queen? Has she ascended to queendom? I do not recall the second outfit lore. Like she got like, I don't know, like ascended to heckin' or something and became a deer. You guys know Charles? Do you think Charles's head looks funny? Do you think his head is weird? Or is it like a normal head? No, yeah, it's a normal head. I'm slowly like working on attempting to rig this live 2D model. It's not for anybody, it's not for anybody, it's for my learning purposes. And I think the head looks kinda weird. Even if I can show you dudes. There's a dent. Oh, there's a dent. He cut himself shaving. That's why he has the dent. Let me see, I took a picture yesterday, but it's mostly for like my purposes. Where is it? No, I need to open up Live 2D Cubism. I did not take a picture of it. Give me a minute, it's opening up. This is my new fidget spinner. It's loading, it's loading. It's loading, it just takes a heckin' minute. Cause there's like a lot of layers. Yeah, it's my fidget spinner. It makes me happy to look at and calms my nerves, even though sometimes I yell at it. Okay, let me take a picture of this. Wait, let me hide the guide. Where's the... Okay, don't show the guide. Okay, let me take a picture of this. Meanwhile, you use his opinion. Do you think the head shape looks weird? Don't worry about the random shadow on the neck. Don't worry about it. Do you think the head shape looks kind of weird, right? Bogo Bente, it looks like an alien. It looks top heavy. Gosh dang it. Okay, I think I need to get like a bald head reference. Yeah, no ears. Okay, hold the heckin' thought. Neck on my head. Really? I thought this was an improvement. I was working on this yesterday. Because we had things like this, okay? We had things like this going on. Now it just looks like maybe like a squished like beanie seat, you know, like a beanbag seat. Okay, so I'm like, you know what? I think that looks kind of weird. I opened this up today and I'm like, yeah, I think that's kind of weird. Okay. I need a reference. With hair on it probably won't look... Yeah, okay, with hair on it, but I also... I want it to also look good when it's bald. Okay? Because what if somebody... Okay, what if this was for like an actual VTuber, right? And they wanted to be bald. You can't necessarily hand them this, right? So I have to get good at the head shape. And last night, okay, I finished this off and I was like, yeah, boy, yeah, we're in business now, yeah, we got it, yeah. I opened this up today and like, what the fudge was this? What the actual heck is this? Kinda looks like that punched in B. Kinda looks like that punched in PB head. Top too pointy. Back of head kinda lacking. Yeah, and so I was like, wait, okay, we gotta fix this. We gotta fix this, right? And so that's why we have this, right? We have this. Right, it's better, but does it look normal? Is this a normal human head shape? Okay, I just need a reference. Okay, okay? Because this is me free-handing this, okay? Because you have to... You have to change... You have to make this from this. Right? You, the live 2D rigger, you must make that into what I showed you before. right? So I control the head shape. Right? I control the head shape. Okay, just so you know, okay. Just so you know, not to like disrespect. Not to disrespect the character here. This is what it's gonna look like with hair on. Okay. So sure, she has large forehead. However, we're not gonna see that with the hair on. Okay. We start with baldness. Every model starts with baldness. Okay. Yeah, it is very cute. This model costed like $6 on Booth. It really is like the heck and all VTubers are wearing wigs. So yeah, it comes before the VTuber, yes. Exactly. Unless you're 3D. Yeah, I don't quite know. I don't know how the 3D model process is. Yeah, I don't know. Really getting into the DIY Live 2D game. It's my fidget spinner. I don't think I'm like super. I don't think I'm skilled enough to take like what's the word? Commissions, right? All fidget spinners done? Okay. It's like 90% done. I have a problem in which it's like me buying a game and then not finishing game when I see a new game come out. Okay? Okay? That's my problem. Okay, I should actually finish it. I should actually for real finish it. But that's what happened if you're wondering about Bunny Girl. Yeah, we're talking about Bunny Girl. I was legit like 85, 90% done. But then I saw Horned Dragon Girl. I think it's a Dragon Girl. Yeah, she has a tail. It's like, I saw Dragon Girl here and then like... Or like starting a new show before finishing your old show. Starting new game before finishing your Steam backlog. So that's what happened. But then I didn't like even touch anything for like a good 2 months because of work shenanigans. And then so Z. I think it's like so much better than yesterday though. But yeah, and like a lot of back end work preparing for Aonia concert. Yeah. Been picking it back up. I'm entirely unconfident in like taking commissions or anything. But someday I'd like to go on Twitter and say to the VTuber masses, please. I want to have your children. I will be the father who stepped up. I want to be your VTuber father. I want to give birth. I want to be VTuber father. I want to become what I never had. A father. Yeah, so... Yes, the live 2D rigger is known as the Papa. Yes. Live 2D rigger is the Papa of the VTuber. That's why I say I want to become a dad. I want to become a father. Now your own papa. Well, it's a combination, you know. It's kind of like a mixture. So yeah, that's what I've been doing lately. Dude, I didn't realize that next Monday is actually a holiday. Yeah. Next Monday is actually a holiday. Dude, I wonder if... Dude, it's so weird. Let me tell you. So, I took medication. And then I was like, let me go... Because I take the medication like 15 minutes before I start stream, right? I take the medication, right? And I'm like, okay, I want to go brush my teeth before I start the stream. Right? So I take the medication and go brush my teeth. Takes about like 10 minutes. Because I also floss. And then I also... Okay, this is my process. This is my process. I brush my teeth. Then I floss. Somebody said you're supposed to floss before, but that seems inhumane, okay? Alright. So I brush my teeth, and then I floss, and then I use like the water flosser, right? And then I brush my teeth again. Right? That's my process, okay? That's my process. Right? And you do that because, once again, I saw many years ago, you're actually supposed to floss before you brush your teeth. And I'm like, well, I'm not fudging doing that. Right? I'm not fudging doing that. What? Because to me, that'd be like putting your hands in a dirty mouth. Sorry, I'm not doing that. So, to compensate for this... Yeah, so brush away the floss bits. Yeah, I get that. I understand the logic of flossing before you brush. I feel dirty doing that. I can't do that. Mentally, I am unable to do that. Right? Until I learned that you're supposed to floss first, I have always brushed and flossed, right? And I understand the logic. You make a very good point. However, I cannot do it because, like I said, to me, it'd be like putting your hands like all in like a dirty mouth. Okay? No. So, to make up for this, the psychological block of me being unable to floss before brushing, I brush first, then I floss, then, I don't always use the water flosser, but sometimes I do. This time today I did, right? And then, after I use the water flosser or not, I brush again. Right? So brush, floss, then brush again. That way, we compensate. Right? Zero, I don't give a fuck! Sorry. It's just a mental hang-up, okay? Sorry. So, once again, to compensate for being psychologically... Like, I cannot floss first. I brush, then floss, then brush again. Right? But I wonder if I've, like, agitated my lip here. Because after I finished brushing, I suddenly had, like, I don't know, like a small bump suddenly came on my lip. But now it went away. It's only been like 30 minutes. Eh? And I'm like, wait, perhaps I brushed too much? Is that a thing? Is the mint too strong and caused like a bad reaction? Am I going to die? I might die actually! Dudes, yesterday! I think I may have eaten a moldy blueberry. I might die. Let me tell you what happened. I have a thing of blueberries. Right? I have a thing of blueberries. Because I like to have blueberries as a snack, right? I like to have blueberries as a snack. Probably better than crackers and candy and gummy bears. I ate the last one, my god. My 125 bag of mini bags of Haribo gold bears. I ate the last 2 today. Anyways, so I have some blueberries, right? I buy it on like Monday. I understand why I brush so much. Yeah, and I like sugary drinks, okay? So it's probably not harmful that I brush twice in like one sitting. Brush and floss and brush. I also like pay out of pocket. My insurance covers 2 dental visits a year, but I pay out of pocket specifically for a third. Right? It's like they upped the prices this year. It's $175. But I specifically go to the dentist 3 times a year. I like the sugary drinks, okay? So, cause I cannot stop myself from drinking sugary drink, eating candy. I'm like, I'll have them like schedule me every like 4 months rather than every 6 months. Every 4 months. And the insurance only covers 2 visits, but I'll just pay the $170 for the extra 3rd visit in a year that I get. It is what it is, right? If I want to save money, I need to give up sugar, but I'm not going to give up the sugar. Anyways, I almost died yesterday, so have this thing of blueberries, right? I take about a third out of the container. I put it in a little bowl. I wash the blueberries. Put it in a little bowl. Last night, right? Working on this live 2D model. Making my alien head, right? Making my alien head. I pick up a mushy blueberry. I don't look at it. I'm like, oh, it's mushy, but so what? I don't really enjoy super mushy blueberries. I like it like slightly firm. right? Slightly firm. Yeah, I don't really like mushy blueberries, but whatever, I'll eat it. Okay. A few minutes pass, I pick up another mushy blueberry. This one I actually look at, and I see like a little bit of like white stuff, like oozing out of the blueberry. Right? And like, that looks suspicious. I go into the kitchen. Right? I go into the kitchen. Cause I'm like sitting here like in the dark. So I go into the kitchen. Right? And I'm like, this might be mold. So this one, and all the other blueberries are firm and fine, right? This might be mold. Is this white stuff mold? So if this mushy blueberry has mold, perhaps the mushy blueberry that I ate a few minutes ago was moldy, but I didn't check it first. I didn't look at it first before I put it in my mouth. Wow, I might die. Taker Meister of Lifeless thank you for 12 months membership in the Emoto tier. Thank you. Hello. No, the rest of the blueberries were not moldy. They didn't have any white stuff on it. And they were like firm. They were firm. Which I like. I like the firm blueberries. If it's mushy or too soft, I don't really like it. So I like it when it's firm. Can't believe Emoto has joined the VTuber Mold Alliance. Well, I don't know if it's mold. I mean, it felt still fine. I feel okay. Didn't throw up or anything. Okay, oh, sorry guys, sorry. I need to start the stream now. Sorry. I'm late for something else. You can join me if you would like. Hello! Vampires and charlatans! Hola! Salut! Bonjour! Guten Morgen! Salamat pagi! Chash! Namaste! Ni hao! Konnichiwa! Vietnamese greeting! Annyeong! Konnichiwa! Suzu! How is everybody doing today? Hello. Hopefully you are doing well. You're late by half an hour. Yeah, I was just testing my temperature to make sure I was not on my deathbed. I think I may have possibly accidentally consumed mold yesterday. Last night. Yesterday evening. Dude, I think I was half gonna tweet this, but I didn't. I was half gonna tweet this, but I didn't. But I was thinking, wouldn't it be nice if a company sponsored Aonia to like cover a song for them? I'm starting to see companies do that, like sponsor VTubers to cover. I've also been seeing companies sponsor VTubers, like a VTuber's new outfit, like based on the game, like Monster Hunter. right? And like, yeah, I think it would be nice if they paid us to like cover the song, paid for the like the artwork and the mixing. Should offer that on the website. Yeah. Perhaps I should shoot a message to the individual who manages the website. What do you consider selling out? How is that selling out? I just would like multiple avenues of supporting everybody's VTuber activities. Don't you know Aonia was featured in the first ever United States VTuber concert? There we go! They don't know, that's the problem. They don't know. They don't know. Aonia was part of the first ever United States 3D concert. Yeah. Would be nice, but it somehow be a hollow. That was accidental. That was accidental. Cause I remember that year, like Kosha was still involved, right? Kosha was still here. That is my favorite bit of trivia ever. Yeah, but yeah, that was accidental. Cause I remember that January, like shortly after the new year, January, Costa was saying, okay guys, we're like narrowing on a date and we have the finalists for the venue are these three options right here. Right, we're in talks with these three venues. So we should be choosing one of these three. These are the finalists for the venue. So we should be narrowing down a date and the venue soon. Yeah, I distinctly remember Costa talking about this, like the January of the year Forever Boom concert. Forever Boom concert was 2023. Yeah, 2023. So like it's purely accidental, right? Yeah, it was just what would be a good date. Well, listen, we're only looking at like venues in Los Angeles, so let's make it like a good high population weekend. Let's tie it to like a convention weekend. Wow, Anime Expo. There we go. People like anime, right? VTuber fans like anime, right? Yeah! Let's do it. Saturday. Anime Expo Saturday. Bam. So yeah, we were just... I don't know, I think the mindset was just like, yeah, let's try to bait people, be like, yeah, hey guys, we're actually not too far off from the Anime Expo convention, so you could walk down the street. Or I think it was kind of a walk. I think it was like maybe a little bit of a walk, so maybe not, but whatever. The point was like, oh, let's have it not crazy far from Anime Expo convention, right? So maybe people could take like an Uber, like. It's almost... What time is the concert? Like 6 o'clock? 7 o'clock? Yeah, it's almost 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Let's leave the convention for the day and go see Production Kawaii. And then the man heckin' never showed up. Costa didn't come. Okay, part of me high-key felt like... my father is abandoning me yet again. No! Costa didn't even fucking show up! You know I did go up. Yeah, but I will say though, you know who did show up? The new CEO of Kawaii, from Culture. Yeah, Callan was there. Yeah, Kawaii got sold to Culture. The man who took over Kawaii. Yeah, Masa-san. He was there. He came to see it. Right? Because by that time, I want to say like maybe like a month before is when we got... barely a month before is when we got word that Kawaii had been sold. Right? The Culture Entertainment was taking over Kawaii. So yeah, Costa was not there. I don't know. They told us, oh, Costa will be supporting from afar. I took that to mean like something technical with the concert coordination from Japan or something. I don't know how true that is. Okay? But either way, Costa did not show up. But Masa-san showed up. Yeah, there's our first time meeting Masa-san. Yeah, Callan was there. Benji was there. Rena ate the lobster tail. You know what I feel bad about from that time? Rena, upon me like coming to the Airbnb where everybody was saying, Rena was so excited to see me and she hugged me. And I was like a little tsundere, and I actually feel bad about that. I'm like, oh, she's right here. You shouldn't be tsundere like, when she's literally standing right in front of you. Okay, so I actually feel, to this day, I feel a little bad about that. I should have hugged Reina back. Yeah, I was being tsun IRL, and that's not cute. That's not cute. So I actually feel bad about that. I will hug Reina. I promise to hug Reina. Next time we meet up IRL. I promise to. I will set aside the tsundere and I will hug Reina. Clip that! Sure! Okay, but yeah, I actually feel bad about that. I should not have been IRL tsundere. That's not cute. Like, I don't know. Cause she could have been like, oh, Charlotte really doesn't like me. Oh, it's not an act. Oh, it's not just for stream. She actually doesn't like... So yeah. I am still probably overthinking it, but it's like one of those things where it's like, it's 3 AM. You can't sleep. So the embarrassing things you did from 25 years ago haunts you in your sleep. The embarrassing thing you did in the 3rd grade terrorizes you in your mind while you lay awake at 3 AM. Okay, so yeah. It's like one of those things for me. So yeah, I feel bad for being tuned in IRL. I will return the hug to Rena. Rena is okay. Rena is alright. She deserved a hug back. I did only give Callan a thumbs up. When management, after the concert, we went to a dinner, and the management went into their Uber, and the girls, the talents, we all went into another Uber. Everybody was like, oh, bye, Callan. And Callan was like, everybody was like group hugging together. And I'm just standing off to the side. Callan looks at me and is like, come join the hug. And I'm like, I just give her a thumbs up. I don't actually... Okay, I feel like maybe slightly bad. Okay, that's just a little bad. But, okay, it's different. Rena is different. It's Rena, okay? I should have hugged Rena back. Okay? But that one isn't... Man, it's just hacking management. That's just hacking Callan. Okay? Callan is not going to be mad at me. Okay, but Rena... So yeah, I only actually feel bad about Rena. Once again, this is probably me just overthinking it. Okay, this is just me probably overthinking it. Okay. But you know, the sins of my past haunt me. I'm an overthinking kind of person. Alright. We're not ending stream, we're looking at food. Not ending stream, just looking at food. The title was not a lie. Bonus round. Ooh. Yeah. It's the rate for me. Okay, do it. Japan versus Korea. Average of all Japanese scran versus average of all Korean scran. Ugh. People might take this personally. Like, how fudging dare you choose the chicken karaage over Korean fried barbecue chicken? Left or right? Yeah, it's so weird. Like I said, it's like, huh, I wonder if, like, I brushed too hard or something. Or, like, maybe the toothpaste, like, maybe it's strong and so, like, irritated my lip or something. Because, it's, like, immediately after I brushed, it felt like I had a bump on my upper lip. Like, the inside of my lip. But now it's completely gone. The bump is gone. So I'm like, what the fudge? Maybe I irritated it from, like, brushing twice. And then flossing in the water, flossing and brushing. So perhaps I should be gentler with the brushing. Oh, the left barely has it. Ah! It is the right. Canada versus USA! Do we want Canadian food? Or American food? Left or right? Be honest! You're American and you think the Canadian food's better? Please be honest! Be honest! If you're Canadian and you think the American food is better, be honest. Don't just vote to represent your country. I wonder who Hungary will go. Dude, the wall of Hungary will just be the stupid fucking onion bread with some paprika, okay? Haha, Canada takes it! England versus Wales. Left or right? Who do you think is the winner here? England versus Wales. Left or right? For me, I would say... Wow. England's putting their best up, I see. Water in a box. I would go with Wales. Hey, what's happening in England? What the? They have water in a box! How? They have water in a box! Anyways. Scotland versus IRL. Ireland. Left or right? Look at the top left. You again. Yeah, I see the hand pointing to it because it's like fudging you again. My. Facebook PayPal, thank you for 37 months membership. I need to pick me up. Sorry, you're too heavy. But good luck to you. Good luck to you. Hang in there. Okay, is it actually rigged? Brazil versus Mexico! Left or right? Brazilian food or Mexican food? Left or right? I think the left has it. Yeah, the donut also costs for me. There you go! Finally on the board. France versus Italy. Left or right? What the fudge? What the fudge? What the wait? Where are these black spots? What's that? What the fudge is the rawest, pinkest dog? Wait, what is that? Is that like a cheese sandwich? Is that what they give the poor kids who don't have school lunch money? Which I think is like rather criminal. Right? Here we go. Poland versus Czech Republic. Left or right? Sorry, am I supposed to be able to tell these apart? Dude, Czech doesn't even have enough, like, representation. This is the same hacking image. comes my core fan. CT O'Donnell, thank you so much for the super chat. You're alright. Right, folks, left, right. Dude, they're serving their same hacking thing out here. Barely. Hungary versus Norway. Left or right? What did I tell you? It's just a wall of bread with onions and paprika. I told you, that's all they eat in Hungary. That's why their country is called Fussly. What the fudge is that? The hot dog and the waffle. Hot dog in the tortilla. Dude, why is it even close? Germany versus Netherlands. Left or right? So that was Hungary's best, huh? What the fudge is that? What? Wouldn't you just put it in a cup or something? What the fudge is that? Alright, Alright, can we get at least a 50%? Finally, Australia versus New Zealand. Left or right? Australia versus New Zealand. Yeah, this is actually hard because this seems like the only two countries that actually put up a darn fight, that actually put up their best. Nice. There we go. 5 out of 10. Let's do yesterday's. Food guesser? Yeah, I'll try that. Let's do yesterday's. You can go back in time. Let's do yesterday's since I was not streaming yesterday. Wales versus Brazil. Yeah, more food because we're looking at food today. We talked about how the food almost poisoned me. And now we're looking at food. Wales versus Brazil. Cheeseburger versus meat skewer with farofa and molho verde. versus England. Fried chicken and chips versus cheese and onion pie. Left or right? England. I sigh from both of them. England versus Hungary. Cheesy chips. Let's slap the Kraft single onto the cheese. Or would you like the onions on a plain white bread with some paprika sprinkled? Left or right? Which one would I choose? I would choose the cheesy chips, and because the cheese is completely dry, I would just toss the cheese off. I would just throw away the cheese. Wow, look at that. Instantly fixed. Like, no effort was done with the cheese, so... What? Unironically, people chose onions on bread? I don't know. Okay, to be honest, I have never had this. Maybe it's a banger. Maybe it's a banger. And we just don't like the presentation. Maybe it's unironically a banger. England versus England. Doner kebab with chips versus Deep South burger. Left or right? Here comes my poor fan. I should thank you for the super chat. The bread has pork lard. Does that change anything? No. Wait, what? Like, did they, like, spread it on there? Or did they, like, make it? Like, bake the bread in pork fat? Right! What the fudge? Ew, really? Ew! Bread, onion, pork lard, paprika. I don't know, she's so sad looking. Ew, it's disgusting. England versus England. Loaded roasties with beef versus chips. What's wrong with the rain? Okay, it looks disgusting. And I don't like oniony. I like it just the fries. I like it just the fries. Australia versus England hot dog with sauce packets versus toffee apple crumble. Left, right. Looks good. Looks pretty good. USA versus England. Ice cream jolly with peanuts and Belgian chocolate. Versus doner meat and chips. Left or right? This looks so good. I can't eat it at all. But it looks so good. So good. Colombia, right? That's Colombia, right? Colombia versus England. Chicken chips and cheese versus chicken tikka dirty fries. Left or right? Is that a green tomato? It is, actually. You know what's really delicious? Yellow tomatoes. I used to get it when I had Blue Apron. But Blue Apron too expensive. Want to try to save money in case, Yeah, it's yellow tomatoes! Are, I think. Actually very good. They have a different taste. From red tomatoes. Actually, very much like it. Yeah, I'm gonna try to save some money just in case poop hits the fan and I do have to get surgery and I have to be out of work for a few weeks. Because I have I pay for... I'm pretty sure. Wait, I don't actually know. Am I still paying for it? I'm not sure, because I'm because, I used to pay for this thing. Yeah, I used to pay for short-term disability. But I think, and you have to pay for, you have to contribute, $2 or $3 a paycheck, something like that. Maybe it's a little bit more. But it's not super expensive. But I remember maybe a few years I was I don't need this. Nothing's gonna happen to me. I'm never sick. So I have to double check if I signed up for it. And then I remember signing back up for it. But I don't know if I'm still if I'm still signed up for it. I don't know. Yeah, life gets at you. I don't know, but they only pay for 60% of your paycheck. And then money might be kinda tight if I'm only living off 60% of my hectic paycheck. If you're 80% of my paycheck, I wouldn't worry. The 60% is what the fudge? Okay, so I would like to save some money. To save up for that. Just in case. Sure wish my non-resident state would give me my heckin' money, my tax return. Okay, everybody said right. Really? I would have chosen the left, but okay. USA versus Scotland. Yeah, they still haven't given me my tax refund. Because I responded, and so they have to get to my case. This happened once in 2021. It also took them 2 months then. In about 2 weeks, it will be 2 months since I submitted my response. So, this is actually on par with how long they've taken last time this happened. USA versus Scotland. Burnt end Doritos Nachos versus macaroni cheese and chorizo pie. I chosen the left. USA versus Indonesia. Hot dog bought by Carnival versus Malang meatball. Left or right? Left, right. There we go. Alright, dudes. I wanna show you something. What? Okay, look at this. Give me, look at this, look at this. I just want to ask you dudes a question. Let me put it up here. Let me put it up here. I don't know who this dude is. I want you guys to see something. Let me ask you dudes a question. Would you eat this burger? Would you eat this? 20,000 calories! Would you eat this? 1000% yes? 20,000 calories! Dude, that's like 2 weeks worth of food for me. Maybe when I was like 16. I eat it over 2 weeks. Yeah, for me this is like 2 weeks worth of food in one. Holy fudge. Holy fudge. That's Matt Stoney, a competitive eater. Didn't somebody die from eating too many hot dogs at like a hot dog eating competition? Heck yeah, but not in one sitting. Not in one sitting! One sitting! Would you eat this? But it's free if you can eat it all. Yeah, this is a lot. How can you? Like, actually, how can you? too old to eat that much anymore. People could eat that much, period, no matter what age. Well, I guess if you had to, like, get somebody's weight up, this is the perfect thing. Have you ever seen those massive pizzas? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how people can eat that. I think I would literally die. Literally die. Top left? Wait, what's going on in the top left? Imagine if you could eat 3 once a week. Yeah, this is yeah, 20,000 calories, what? That's like me over the course of like 2 weeks. Like, what the fudge? Guys! Dudes. If you were Alice friend and ordered that, you would think less of me? I would. I would. Guys. I was looking at this. I talked about this earlier in the year. Another new 3D VTuber suitless full body tracking system. They have sign-ups. Marco, thank you for the super chat. They have sign-ups. The one that was like marketed as like $700. They have sign-ups for their early access beta testing. I have thrown my hat in the ring. Hopefully I'm accepted. Wait, let me answer this question. Nina has asked me something. Okay. Ha 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 ha. Ho 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 ha ha ha. Ho 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 ha ha. plans. That's all I can say. Plans. Swingers. I think it would be nice. Okay, let me tell you about my dreams and aspirations. It's not selling out. You want your Oshi to be sponsored. I think it would be neat if like company sponsored us to cover like a song for their game. Right. Cause I saw Iron Mouse do songs for Final Fantasy 14. Cover songs for Final Fantasy 14. What game would you want this from? Must you ask? Really? Yeah. So I'm like, gosh darn it. Can they ask? It can't be just me, okay? Because I can't sing. So I wouldn't be able to solo carry the song. Well, okay, I could, okay. If it's papaya, 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 papaya. Okay, that's all I can do. That's my skill level. That's the ceiling for me. Okay? I can also maybe do, okay, not well. I could do the Honeybee Lovely theme. The Honeybee Lovely song. I could do that. Wait, I could do What Angel Wakes Me. The Titania theme. I could do What Angel Wakes Me. Okay, that's it. I can't. Like, those aren't even like my favorite songs in the game. But that's just where my current skill level remains. Perhaps my ceiling. That's just like, and also I saw that, I know this game is like popping off for like bad reasons. That NTE game, I know that the NTE game also sponsored VTubers to sing a song for them. I'm like, can game company NTE, yeah, neverness to everness, something like that. Can game company ask Aonia to cover a song? Like, you want like a game company like that to like sponsor your Oshi, because that would help like pay for like cover a song, you know? Otherwise we'd have to pay for it out of pocket, and sometimes we don't always have the means to do that. Right? So, but if the company pays for it, that means you don't have to, like, we wouldn't have to rely on like donations, you know? Cause yeah, I think the idea for anyone really would be to like extract money from companies rather than extract money from the fan base. You know, in a horror game, do like Xenoblade Zero has like I don't play the game, right? But Xenoblade Zero I see like the trailers, and they have like a couple like catchy, like a couple of bangers from like the trailers that I've seen from Xenoblade Zero, right? Would be nice. Would be nice. Let me tell you. Recently, I was also thinking, what if we could have concert every year? That's a very tall ask. Okay? But I was like, what if we could have concert every year? No, we're not gonna have a Kickstarter or sponsor or fundraising every during year, okay? Like, hey guys, it's time for our yearly $8,000 ask. Aonia World Tour. Oh, what I was thinking was, okay, unironically, I was just sitting on this and I'm like, is this like feasible? Is this reasonable? Would the other girls want to do this? It's a lot of work though. I was like, what if we like hit up different anime conventions or VTuber conventions and be like, hey, we want to put on Aonia Tour. For example, Aonia Summer Tour. And like, this convention 1 week, we have concert. Next week at this other convention in another state, we have concert. And then in another state, next week we have this concert. And then at the end of like, let's say like 4 weeks, right? We have concert on YouTube at the end of the Aonia tour. That's unironically what I was thinking about. And I'm like, is that feasible? I'm not sure if we have the audience who would like go out to a convention and like come to see us, you know? Yeah. But I was just thinking Aonia tour would be kind of cool. That would be nice. Yeah. Part of the benefit of doing that is bringing in new folks too. Yeah. Well, speaking of new folks, unironically, I'm gonna say since the start of the sponsor, I feel like the subscriber count in the CCV has slightly increased. Like there's like a couple more dudes. So like I'm no longer streaming to just like 3 dudes. I'm actually streaming to like 5 guys. Unironically, like streaming to 5 guys. Yeah. The burger place. No. 5 dudes. There used to be a 5 guys. Not too far from me, but they closed down. I don't know, I felt like 5 Guys burgers were okay, but the fries were kinda... Yeah, I feel like the fries were kinda... Unless it's like the Cajun fries. I mean, Cajun fries are okay. But... You know, 5 Guys sponsor... Can they sponsor a new outfit? We all dress as like a 5 Guys like waitress. Like an old American diner outfit. And it's just like for 5 Guys. Not a fan of peanut oil? I guess not. Singing outfitting. I just want new outfit. It's okay. Summer outfit, 3D model summer outfit actually should be done in like 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah. Earliest next week, but it's probably not gonna be that early. What about Hooters? Dude, let me tell you. I was at not Harvard, right? Me and some online friends, right? We were all like, let's go to this anime convention, right? We were gonna travel, right? It's like my first time traveling by myself to meet up with people from the internet. Girls from the internet! What? Okay, I was at not Harvard. So that's how old I was. At not Harvard age. Right? Right? So, we went to this anime convention, right? Had hotel room. It was okay. The hotel, you're only supposed to have like 5 people to a hotel room, but there were 5 girls, and we're like, yeah, we don't want to pay for extra hotel room. It's cheaper if we just say, oh, there's 4 people, but then secretly have 5. Right? Right? So I met up with some girls they've known for like a couple of years from the internet forums, right? To an anime convention, right? Now, wait, give me a minute. Okay. One day, they were like, let's go to a restaurant. And also some other, okay, it was like us 5 girls in this hotel room, but it's not just us, okay? There were like some other groups, right? We all come from this internet forum, okay? In the ancient times of internet forums, right? Right, so there's other groups, also people from this forum, right? From the hobby interest, specific hobby interest of mine back when I was at not Harvard, right? But they were like different hotel rooms, different groups, whatever. But we all knew them, right? All together, there's like, and they say like 15 of us from this forum. So we all got like Guy Online. No, I never played Guy Online. But TBU sent me out. TBU sent me out this when I was like in like late elementary school, early middle school, right? Anyways, so. And yeah, and of course by not Harvard, I had retired that name, okay? Anyways. So, my group of girls, plus like some people, the other people, there were some dudes, there was like a huge like dude group, in the same hotel but like on like a different floor. They were there as well. There was like a mixed gender group all together. It was like 15 of us, right? We all come from this special interest internet forum, right? Going to this anime convention. This is my first time like away from home by myself, right? Right? My mother, okay, even though I was at not Harvard, my mother would not have let me gone if like there was like any dudes. Alright, and like luckily like my friend group, my closer friend group was like all girls, right? Right? But my mother would be like what the fudge? Wait, holy fudge! Alright, she was like, even though I was in not Harvard! Right, I was in not Harvard! So it was not like I was like 12 years old, but my mother would not have let me go on if there were any boys allowed, no boys allowed. And like, my mother didn't want me to go at all, even though there's only only girls, okay? Like, even though they're only girls, okay? My mother still did not want me. Okay, my mother just does not want me to fudge and do hacking anything, okay? Alright. Even though I was paying for it myself, I did not ask her for money, right? My mother... Okay, you wanna know what my mother did? My mother was like, you can't go unless you become a notary public. My mother legit said I could not go unless I took the notary public test. Okay. So, in order to go to anime convention, why? Because my mother has these wild expectations for me and does not want me to leave my hecking home at all. Okay? That's so specific. My mother thinks that everybody is out to murder me. You must understand. You must, male or female, especially male, okay? A dude will look at me and instantly kill me by using the power of his mind, okay? To my mother, okay? Okay? Every man is out to kill and assault specifically me. Me, at my big age of 67 years old, I'm like, yeah, I see your point. However, I know that's not actually true. Okay. I see your point, but not actually realistic. Okay. Not actually realistic. Okay? Not everybody is a crazy person. Okay? But either hacking way, my group was all girls. We knew some other groups from this forum was like also attending. So some of the other girls, right? One particular girl, Alana, she was like, oh, these other people from our forum are also here. Maybe we could all get dinner. Right, this was heckin' fudging heckin' Alana's. I shared a bed with Alana. This is heckin' Alana's idea, okay? Yeah, we should all meet up. And so we met up at the convention. We should all get dinner. Where should we get dinner from? I know. Hooters. I'm like, what the fudge? I'm thinking this. No, I'm like, yeah, sure, okay, that's fine. However, I'm like, wait, isn't that the restaurant where it's like girls with huge chesticles and it's kind of lewd? Isn't that like a lewd kind of restaurant? Why the fudge would we... Dude, half this group is like girls. Why would she a girl suggested that? Lewd. A girl suggested, like it was a girl's idea. Like what the fudge? I could not believe her. I was like, wait, isn't that the lewd restaurant where it's girls in like short shorts and they have chesticles like in the cleavage is blah like in your face? Oh, what the fudge? What the fudge? Girls can like huge chesticles too. Yeah, but that's not my kind of thing. Sorry. In case you have not noticed, that is not my kind of thing. It's not my kind of thing, you know? So... So, we go, right? Because our hotel is like just a short walk, right? From the Hooters. Right? Right? So, we spread out between like 3 tables, right? It's like 5 people to a table, right? Since there's like, yeah, it's about like 15 of us, right? Dude, let me fucking tell you. Let me fucking... This is how you know I don't really fit in anywhere. Let me fucking tell you. So, like I said, I was sharing a room with 4 other girls, right? 5 girls in total. We meet up with some of the other people we know from this special interest internet forum. We knew was also attending this anime convention. We go to the Hooters. All of us together. There was like around 15 of us. There are some girls in the other group. There are also some dudes. But there's some other girls in the other group. And they're like, oh, hey! Like, greeting like the girls in my group. Everybody grabs some seats. And they start shuffling, right? They all start shuffling. The table is like kinda... It's not really big enough for 5, right? But we sit like 5 people to a table. The girls in my group are all like shuffled, you know, so it's not like my room has a single table to themselves. People start shuffling and sitting next to different people. I just sit, and I'm surrounded by like 4 dudes who I like kinda sorta know from the internet forum. I kinda know them, so they're not like complete like, okay, one dude I don't know that dude, but the other like 3 dudes like I kinda knew them, right? I was okay with them. One dude in particular was kinda weird. But I'm like, okay. But you see, and all this on my hacking table is like a dude table. I'm like, okay. Would have liked to sit with other girls, but okay. Okay, and I'm at this table. And the other 4 dudes are all specifically, I don't know, they all shared a room with each other, and it was dubbed the Asian Dude Room, the Asian Dude Group. And so now I'm sitting with the Asian Dude Group. And then somebody points out that, right? Points that out, right? And they're like, wow, look, it's the Asian Dude table. And I'm like, am I not sitting right here? How can you call this the Asian Dude table? Am I an Asian dude? I was just so offended. I'm like, what am I, chopped liver? I'm sitting here too. Fine, I guess I am invisible. Sorry for not being a dude. Sorry for not being Asian dude. Yeah, I guess I'm now Asian dude. I was just a little irked, you know. I was just a little irked. I was just a little irked, you know. I was kind of like, what the fudge? This is exclusionary to me. Asian dude table. Sorry, I'm not Asian dude. Sorry, I'm not dude. Why am I not sitting next to the girl? I thought we were gonna have girls table. Oh, Charlotte, didn't see you. Exactly! Thank you for the trust. I was just so mad, like, what the fudge? What the fudge? Just a little lift, you know? I'm just... fudge me for being the odd one out! So yeah. And then the waitresses come out and they have their shirts hiked up to reveal belly button, some of them. They have the shortest shorts. They have the cleavage. They have the large testicles. And I'm like, so I'm so weird. I'm so uncomfortable. Remember, a girl, Alana suggested go to the Hooters. I could not believe. I could not believe. Okay. So there you go. There's my experience with Hooters. Okay, my one and only experience in a Hooters. If I never set foot into a Hooters again, it will be too soon. So yeah, there we go. Yes, that was the one and only time, I promise. The one and only time I went to a Hooters. I'm pretty sure I had a burger. Coincidentally, after that, I don't think I ever really talked much to Alana again. Okay? Not because I hate her, because you left me at the dude's table. You took me to Hooters. Okay, not necessarily because you know about that, but... Have you dudes been to a Hooters? I saw something like earlier completely coincidentally. I saw that Hooters wants to be like a family-friendly restaurant. Cheap wings? I just don't eat like chicken wings. I don't eat like fried chicken. If I eat chicken, I prefer it like in pasta or a salad. Yeah, so like what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? They're gonna like not wear like the booty shorts. Let's see, what is Hooters gonna do? Hooters CEO says chain is reclaiming its brand as a neighborhood place. Okay. Is not the owl's eyes indicative of something? Does that not imply something? This is the Hooters owl. How can you say family-friendly restaurant when this is your logo? This is your mascot. You knew what you were doing. Actually, I have to be honest. I didn't realize what this was implying until today. Okay, I didn't even realize what the logo was implying until today, actually. Okay, I just didn't think too hard about it. But What? Because, the Hooters, the story about them wanting to be family friendly came on my timeline today. I was like, oh, wait a second. I know what this mascot is supposed to imply. So yeah. So if I'm being honest, okay, I'm just acting outraged. I didn't realize what it is supposed to be until today. I walked into Twin Peaks with my parents without knowing what it was. What is Twin Peaks? Is that a restaurant? It's a show from the 90s. Is it British? The dude looks British. Oh, it's also a restaurant. Twin Peaks is an American chain of sports bars and restaurant chains. What? Wait! You look at this hacking description from hacking Wikipedia. Twin Peaks is an American chain of sports bars and restaurants based in Louisville, Texas, which has been described as an ultimate sports lodge and restaurant. What a term! What the fudge? What the... I did not make that up. It's a Wikipedia article! Restaurant! A restaurant is a restaurant that requires female waiting staff to be dressed skimpily. The term dates from the early 1990s after restaurant chain Hooters opened in the United States. The format has since been adopted by other restaurants including Tilted, Kilt and Pub Eatery, Twin Peaks, Ojos Locos, Bikini Sports and Bar Grill, The Wing House Bar and Grill, Redneck Heaven, and Bombshells Bar and Grill. When you said the stream was about looking at food and drink, I did not think this is what you meant. What the fudge? Hooters is credited as the first restaurant. What the fudge? Oh, wait, I'm answering in there. I have to leave immediately for Redneck. What is Redneck Heaven? another fledgling Texas was... Oh, it's dead! Redneck Heaven was a chain of sports bars. Why would people... Okay, perhaps this is a silly question. I was gonna say, why would people eat there? I don't want to see that. But that's just me. Sorry. Not really relevant to my interests. Sorry. Not really relevant to my interests. It's just you, yeah. Like, why would I want to see that? I'm trying to eat. Okay, you want leaks? You want to know what's been going on? We're trying to poke around and look for a person who has some fast availability to, in case we reach the 22k goal for the 3D model group outfit, like new idol outfits for all of us. We're looking for somebody who would be able to take on the commission relatively soon. Because ideally, we would like for the outfits to be used in the concert. Yeah. But it's all about who is available. And within the budget, you know? Cause, so starting at 15k, it's a 7k increase. I know, like, originally we were thinking 20k, but, dudes, did you know there are fees? Yeah! Okay, so there are fees, okay? So the 22k count, like, acts as, like, a cushion, right? Yeah. So it acts as a cushion. Right? Right? So yeah, there are fees. Right? There are platform fees, and there's also PayPal fees. Right? And the PayPal fee and the platform fee, together counts to like anywhere between the together in total, okay? Together in total counts for anywhere like as low as like 8%. So yeah, if you like donated $100, we would get like 92, right? Counts for like 8% to 10%, right? 8% to 10%. So like if you donated $100, we would get $90 to $92 from that, right? So yeah, there are fees, there's PayPal fees, and then sponsor fees. Yeah. Also, we also looked at Kickstarter as well. Same fee, okay? So whether we went with sponsor or Kickstarter or another platform, all of them would be 8 to 10%, right? In total, okay? The platform fee plus the PayPal fee accounts for about 8 to 10%. So, I'm like, might be kind of tight to do 4 3D models if we only increase it to like 20k. So, 22k is a cushion, right? So that's why it's 22k. You want to be sure we're not in the red, you know? And be sure that it covers the 3D models. No guarantee that we'll reach the 22k stretch goal. But in case we do, we would like for Like, we want to really try. And we need to skip the PayPal fee. Have dudes have the money not go to PayPal? No. There's no way to skip the PayPal fee. PayPal will take their darn money. Okay? Like, the only way to, like, maybe skip the PayPal fee is to, like, maybe set up a Stripe. Right? But then, like, I'm not sure. Wait, I think actually Sponsor was, like, working on, like, more payment options. So, actually, if we ever do something like this in the future, maybe we can maybe skip the PayPal fee. If we do something like this in the future on Sponsor. We'll see, whatever. Anyways, the fees are like 8% to 10%, okay? So, yeah, full transparency. If you donate $100, we will get $90 out of your $100 at like minimum, but sometimes it's like $92. Anyways, whatever. We get at least 90%, okay? Minimum 90%. Alright? Anyways. So yeah, so we're trying to find a person who has some availability. So far, I know Nene has reached out to 2 people. They unfortunately are not available. So we're poking around. Just interesting, you know. Hey, if we reach this goal, would you be able to like one, how much would you charge? What are your rates? Are they within this like 7K budget? And after fees, it's more like slightly over $6,000 budget, right? For 4 3D models, new outfits and everything. So yeah, like, would you be available? Okay? Would you be able to do it in like a month or 2? Yeah, would you be able to do it in like a month or 2? You know? Just to see if somebody is like, yeah. Oh my gosh, okay, you saying that. However, FGR was able to do all of Aonia's made outfit models in like, I want to say 6 weeks. Okay? I want to say 6 weeks. Yeah. Right? And the quality is amazing, you know? I can't complain about quality. Yeah, I'm pretty sure FGR did everybody's models in like, yeah, I'm gonna say 6 to 8 weeks. I'm pretty sure. Wait, let me double check. Maybe I'm just making things up. I still have the Discord. There we go. Okay. Okay, I'm looking at the Discord. And I just see this. I just wait. I'm looking in the Discord at the message history. And I just see this. From none other than Charlotte Suzu at March 9th, 2025. I would like bloomers similar to this. I wanted bloomers on my regular outfit 3D model too, but And I told management that, but then I got like safety shorts and it's not cute. I actually don't like it. I got like these random black safety shorts. I don't like it. I wanted something like this. I told management I wanted something like this. Then I got safety shorts and I was like, okay, I guess. I mean, I should have said something, but I just didn't. I'm just the kind of person who is like, yeah, I guess. Oh, okay, I lied. FTR started working on their 3D models. It looks like, the end... Yeah, February 28th. And then he finished. He finished like around April. Yeah, like he was like, yeah, so 1 day prior to March 1st, so March, and then halfway through April, it's about 7 weeks, and then he asked for a little bit more time, and then it was completely done early May. There we go. So, 2 months. Yeah, about 2 months for all 4 Aonia models. And granted, since we already had 3D models, FTR did not have to like rebuild like the face or the head from scratch or anything, you know? But I'm pretty sure everything else, yeah, and like most of the hair did not have to do that from scratch, but everything else was done from scratch. But yeah, so we're looking for somebody who may be able to do that in a similar time frame, right? By the way, you want some leaks? Never before announced. Okay, we have decided we're gonna do a countdown stream. I mean, I think I mentioned that, but we have decided that the countdown stream, barring any last minute changes, but the countdown stream will be, and that's the end of the campaign. Will be 2 hours after we start the countdown stream. Countdown stream will be Sunday, May 31st, anytime at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. And thus, the campaign's official end will be May 31st, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. My stream start time. Okay? Sunday, the time I usually start stream. That's when it is. Okay? That's when it is. That's when the campaign will end. We will push the complete button. Okay? Here we go. Sunday, May 31st. Sunday, May 31st. 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. My usual stream start time. That's when the campaign ends. We will start up a countdown stream, a celebration stream, 2 hours before that time. Okay? There we go. So yeah, we're just poking around, contacting a few people. seeing if anybody has any availability, just in case the models do get funded and new outfits get funded. We would like to have somebody essentially on call and ready to start right away. Right? Since we would like for them to spend all June, most of July working on this. Right? Because we would like to have that done. So hopefully we can have the concert. We can do the concert and have everything ready and have it premiere, air, streamed this summer. Sometime in August. Fingers crossed. Any thoughts on what y'all want to do during stream? Try to keep Rena and Nene from crying. That would be nice. Yeah. Nobody wants to see that! Nobody wants to see that! People will be like, oh my gosh, these girls are such crybabies, why are they crying? Nobody wants to see that! Emotions are fine. Yeah! However, have you considered not crying, not being a crybaby? Yeah. I'm an adult. Your goal is admirable, but dude. Yeah. I'm not too soon. I'm the right amount of soon. I think I'm the appropriate amount of soon. Okay. I think I'll call here. We like that food. I'll get back to working on my head. No stream tomorrow, but we'll be back. Actually, on Saturday. Yeah. What are we doing on Saturday? Actually, oh my gosh, we have to watch the Suzy anime. Oh my gosh, we have to watch the Suzy anime. No wonder I didn't remember, because I fudged and blocked it out from my mind. Wait, before I go! Guys! I almost had to start drama. I was prepared. One more story before I log off. I'll be super vague. But there is a company that kinda sorta has not paid us. And some DMs were sent. And they were not answering these DMs. And it has been several months. And so I say, but they've been working with other VTubers. And so I say, should we add them publicly on Twitter? Is what I say. Or is that too drama farm-y? Is what I say. Right? Guys, it's been like several months that they've not been like answering DMs, right? Right? Depends on the amount. Actually, it turns out the amount is minuscule. So now it's like, well, I'm not sure if it's worth it. Actually, I don't know. I did not negotiate this. I was not the person who negotiated this. That was other people. Okay, so yeah, now it's like, whatever. Okay, but, and it's not their first time doing, I don't know. But I was like, should we, before we did the math to see how much we were owed, right? Somebody brought up, hey, we still haven't been paid for this. So I'm like, should we at them on Twitter? But I was like, but please try to send them another DM. Just send them one more DM. Before anybody says anything publicly, please send them one more DM. They actually answered this time, so that's good. Right? They actually answered. But I don't want to say who, but the girl I was talking to said, yeah, we might want to, reach out to them on Twitter, at them on Twitter, but I don't want to do it. And I say to her, I am unafraid. I speak English and business. I will do it. Okay, but once again, I was like, but please, DM them. Please DM them, because, give them a chance, even though it's been several months. And they've, not been responding to DMs for a few months now. Because you don't want to, start drama for no hacking reason. And as it turns out, the amount is, so hacking minuscule. That is, whatever. Unironically, whatever. Unironically, whatever. Do you need the Woody and Sora pick again? Yes. Once again. I was Woody. I'm like, I will at them. Because they've been working with other VTubers. Have you paid these other VTubers, or is it just us? But it's okay! They have actually responded to DMs. And it looks like they will get on to the payment. Maybe. But even if they don't, it's kind of a tiny amount, so it's yeah, whatever. Whatever. Yeah, I see public shaming for a good amount of money. Yeah, I was joking around. You guys ready for your $15 paycheck? Sorry, I'm not gonna cause drama publicly for $15. That I have to then pay tax on. Okay, so it's actually $11. Yeah, it's $15. It is what it is. Okay, unironically, they could hack and super chat me that amount. Okay, and then okay, your debt has been paid. If you don't get paid, you file it as a loss in your tax. Man, I don't know. I guess you could do that. IRS coin. I have $15 loss. I am owed $15 and I never got it. Yeah, like I said, this was, I was we may need to drama farm here. But that was before we did the math, ran the numbers, and realized the amount. So yeah, that's how I wrote this. Sorry, I'm not gonna drama farm for over $15. Okay, sorry. Alright. Dudes! You see that? That's what we're gonna watch on Saturday. And with this, the debt has been fulfilled. Okay? See that? That's what we're gonna watch. You can all see that link. There we go. お兄ちゃんだけど愛さえあれば関係ないよね。The translation of this. Translation of this. お兄ちゃんだけど愛さえあれば関係ないよね。As long as there is love, it doesn't matter if he is my brother, right? No, we're not watching the whole darn thing. We'll watch, like, let's see, episode 1. Let's see what we have here. Found episode 2. Dude, this is spread across three hacking different channels thus far. What? This is episode 3. Okay, wait, maybe we should talk about this. Okay, there's episode 4. Okay, we'll watch at least 4 episodes. Okay. Oh, is it on Crunchyroll? Let me see. Oh, we'll check Crunchyroll. Okay, so I really tried for Kiss This. However, let me fudging tell you mother fudgers. Kiss This, I found on a certain website known as Dailymotion. Okay. Dailymotion. But the subtitles were in like a language I do not understand. They were not in English, okay? The subtitles were in a language I do not understand. Okay, so there's no English subs on Dailymotion. But then I see, ooh, full episode, uncensored, English subtitled, right? But the website that I found it on was like it was like I cannot repeat the name of the link. Okay, I can't repeat the name of the link. So I'm like, well, I'm not clicking that. I guess I cannot watch it. Sorry, I guess we're just not watching that. The name of this website sounds so suspicious. Okay. And then I found I was like, okay, what's a similar anime? There was another anime I was looking at. Maybe I can find in my history from Sunday. Get away from me. I'm gonna find my history from Sunday. What day was Sunday? It was 17th. I was going to try to watch this, but it was unavailable on Crunchyroll, but I think it was on Amazon. But I was like, well, I'm not about to pay for heckin' Amazon Video or whatever. I was going to try to maybe watch this anime called Saikin 妹の様子がちょっとおかしいんだが Recently my sister is unusual. A girl named Mitsuki Kanzaki lives with her stepbrother Yuya after her mother remarries. One day, Mitsuki is possessed by the self-proclaimed spirit of a young girl, Hiyori Kotobuki. Hiyori, in Mitsuki's body, must fall in love with Yuya to move toward the gates of heaven. So essentially, from what I gather, stepbrother, stepsister, a ghost possesses the stepsister, but the ghost is in love with stepbrother. So the ghost in possessing stepsister's body tries to make moves on stepbrother. So his little stepsister starts coming on to him, but it's not really my stepsister because she's possessed by a ghost. Yeah. Dude, on Anime News Network, genres: comedy, romance, slice of life, supernatural, themes: ecchi, family, fan service, ghost, harem. And another term I will not say. When brother and sister like each other too much. Objectionable content. Intense. So I was going to try watching that, but that didn't work out. There is also... What the fudge? Dude. I was also looking at this. この中に一人妹がいる。泣く妹。My sister is among them. Wow. All these girls, but my sister may be among them. But how can I choose which girl to date? sister. What the fudge? Manga, この中に一人妹がいる。Who is immortal? That's the manga title. Who is immortal? Yeah, it's originally a light novel that also has a manga version. Who is immortal? So yeah, we're gonna watch Aonia. We're gonna watch Aonia. お兄ちゃんだけど愛さえあれば関係ないよね。As long as there is love, it doesn't matter if he's my brother, right? This would not be my choice of watch along. But that is what YouTube suggested, so there we go. Alright, I'm gonna work on my head. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you. There's been more people recently, so I appreciate that. Thank you. Appreciate you dudes being here. See you on Saturday for Sussy Sibling Love Anime Watch Along. With that, wish you all good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world. Please take care of yourselves.